thanking everyone that's made this amazing day possible. But I'm not going to do that. Mainly because when Gabe came to me a couple months ago and asked me to be his best man, he said there's really only 4 things I had to do. Be punctual. I don't know why you guys are laughing. Be sober. Make sure Tokars doesn't get into any trouble tonight. And make sure that Gabe doesn't make a complete fool of himself on the dance floor later. Well, I was late to the chapel earlier. I'm really drunk right now. And I'm pretty sure by the end of the night I'm going to be over 4. But what I will start my speech off is saying a little bit about the newlyweds, Gabe and Molly. Everyone heard the brief introductions about the groomsmen and the bridesmaids, about the bridal party, what they've done, some of the great things that they've done in their life. But Gabe and Molly can't get up here and tell you about how great they are. Although I'm sure the guys from UD would agree with me on this one that Gabe would have loved to have done that. He really would. But like I said, I'll do it for him. Started off when he was younger, he played just about every sport. Like my dad says, he set records at Welcome Stadium and track and field that are still there today when he was in grade school. When in high school, he played 3 sports, captain of the varsity basketball team, voted on to homecoming court and prom court, as was Molly. After that, he went to the University of Dayton, and after changing his major literally 5 times, he graduated with a degree in psychology and is now halfway on the way to earning his JD at UC Law School, which is amazing. And when I think about things to say about Gabe, it's hard not to want to talk about Molly. Because far exceeding Gabe's passion for music and sports is his love for Molly. I've been fortunate enough the past 7 years to be around these kids and to see what the reasons why I'm so proud and happy for them today. And it's in the little things, how they always hold hands on the way to church in the parking lot, how Gabe will always kiss Molly before he goes anywhere, even if it's just to leave the room. The way that Molly is the only person ever to be able to try and keep Gabe in line in social gatherings. These things and so many others are the reasons why it's clear to me, and it's clear to see for all of us, that Gabe is really marrying the love of his life. What better girl than Molly? She looks beautiful today, as she always does, and she really is the sweetest girl I've ever known. I think I speak on behalf of Rachel, my sister Erica, the rest of my family when we welcome her into our family. She now officially is a Moorman, which is kind of scary. I know my speech, it must not be terrible so far. Because if it was, she'd be giving me this look like you're making a complete fool of yourself in front of all these people. AKA the look she gives Gabe about 95% of the time. No, but she's a sweet girl, and I know she's a great teacher. Because I have seen what she's done with Gabe over the past few years. I am a believer. Like I said, seriously, 5 years ago, right before Christmas, I got just about the best gift I could ever imagine. My sister Erica got married, and I got a new brother, Ronnie. And this Christmas, I've been given the gift of a new sister, Molly. For that, I'm extremely thankful for. But enough about her. Back to Gabe. I was thinking of a couple things to say about him, a couple adjectives, maybe just to sum it all up, that aren't too general or too much of a cliche. I was thinking that he's nice. We know he's intelligent, but he's nice, he's talented, and he's funny. And I was thinking about, he's the nicest guy in the world. Maybe not the world, but he's very nice. Unless you work in the fast food industry, you would also agree that he's the nicest guy. No, he's talented, we all know that. If you don't, he'll tell you. He'll tell you how talented he is. I'm kidding. And he's funny. A little secret about Gabe, and he really is the funniest guy in the world. For like 20 minutes. No, he can make anyone laugh. Except maybe Molly, who's heard the same joke for the 70th time. No, but he's a great guy, and all these things that I described about him are reasons why so many of my friends are here today, which just shows that they see when I introduce them to Gabe, and when I introduce Gabe to my new friends, they can tell that he genuinely cares about them, and he's very nice to them. He wants to know about them, and that means a lot. That's not a common thing. But a little bit more about Gabe before I end my speech is that when I thought about the greatest moments of my life and all the amazing things that my family and I have done, all the trips to Florida, and Maine, summers in Arkansas on the lake, cruises to the Bahamas, truly the greatest times of my life were when I spent them with Gabe. Whether we were watching Godfather, talking about our eventual rise to the top, writing songs, which pretty much everyone was about Molly, whether we were playing one-on-one in the backyard basketball or heads-up poker at my apartment, the greatest times of my life were when I was with Gabe, and in particular, writing music with him. I think when we first started writing music, I don't think I'd ever been so happy or excited about anything in my life. And I remember first feeling then, as I still feel now, that as long as I have a guitar and Gabe has a pen and paper, that we can shock the world. And that bond and that relationship that I have with him, I don't want to say I would trade it for anything in the world, because that's a cliche, but I will say that it's so important to me that I couldn't even imagine spending a day without talking to him, without knowing that he's there. It's that important to me, and I hope he knows that. I know he does. One last thing is, that throughout all our heated competition, all the sports that we played, Gabe never once hit me, never once laid a hand on me. And I know there's many times, something I said or something I did, that he probably wanted to. But never ever hitting me, that I don't think I could ever appreciate it now fully. And I know I didn't when I was younger. Maybe I won't until I have my own family, my own kids, my own sons. Well, I really appreciate what that taught me. The lessons Gabe taught me throughout my childhood are invaluable. He taught me about respect and loyalty. And for those, I'm forever in his debt for. And those are just a few of the reasons why I love him. And alright, before I end my speech, I swear. One tradition I will stick with is saying a few words of advice, or I guess wisdom, for the bride and groom, Molly and Gabe. I asked my dad for some advice, and he said to tell Gabe and Molly to never go to bed angry. And I asked him if that worked. Him and my mom never went to bed angry, and he said it's not as sweet as it sounds, because they usually just stay up all night fighting. No, just kidding. Alright, seriously though, I know Gabe and Molly are going to be great parents. You have Molly the teacher to show the kids what to do. You have Gabe the lawyer to show the kids what not to do. But alright, my last words of wisdom that don't come from me, but rather from the late great Jimmy V, talking about life in a speech called "Don't Give Up, Don't Ever Give Up," shortly before he passed away. He said, every day you should do three things. You should think, you should laugh, and you should cry. You should think about where you've been, where you are, where you're going. You should laugh, really live in the moment, enjoy the present, family and the friends around you. And you should cry. Molly, whether it be with the progress of the children that you work with every day, Gabe, completing a task. If you're so passionate about something that your emotions will be moved to tears. Like Jimmy V said, if you do those three things every day, you laugh, you think, you cry. That's one busy day, that's one heck of a day. If you do those three things, and you're going to have something special. And Gabe and Molly, you guys have something very special. So if everyone could raise your glasses, representing all of us being here for the beautiful couple. To Gabe and Molly, all of us hope, wish, and pray that you and your future family, above all else, will be happy and healthy for the rest of your lives. Cheers.
Yeah.